name is Ken Lewicki of channelinginc.com. Welcome to my website. I am the facilitator of the curriculum that I teach. I have full entire certification programs. I've been doing this since 2004, so each level comes with a 50 plus page manual that you get in the certification programs that I teach. And you also get a certificate at the end of it, and you get at the end of it, it becomes like the expert level, where that's channeling level 3, which is super cool. So I'm just going to take a moment to go through what's on my website, what's available. So first of all, at the top, you can see you can book a session with me. And what we do in that session is basically connect with your guides and see what they want to cover. So we can do some super crazy advanced, we can do some healing, whatever it is you need to advance your channeling abilities. Maybe it's spiritual upgrades, maybe it's enhancements, it's development, it's all sorts of cool stuff. And we can go really, really, really far in the one-on-one sessions. And there are things in one-on-one sessions that I can't do in groups. And there's also things that I can do in a group setting that I can't do in one-on-one sessions. So I do recommend that you also take my full entire like weekend workshops, my certification programs, where you actually go through like it's a whole bunch, like tons and tons of hours of training. And channeling level 1, what we cover in this level, and it's way more than what I'm about to say, but it's basically I'm going to teach you how, like, about things like, your soul and how to connect with it at really deep levels, and how to really hear the messages and what's called the quiet whisper of the soul, and how to I even take you through what's called a past life regression on this planet. And listen to this, I take you through a past life regression where I actually have you live a past life where you've actually lived a past life on a previous planet. And I do this purposely because I want you to understand that, like, a lot of my students that come to me and they're like, oh, is reincarnation real? And I think it maybe is. But when you experience it firsthand, like, wow, that is fascinating. And you're like, oh my goodness, it is real. And not just this planet, but other planets as well. So I have you do that. I teach you how to connect with your higher self and channel your higher self. I teach you how to channel your spirit guides at really high advanced levels. Yes, in level 1, we'll actually start doing that. And I teach you about things like old souls, new souls, star seeds. I teach you how to get in touch with what's going on in your life, how to figure out all the different aspects of how they all intricate, like how they're all intricate, and how they all work together. So that's channeling level 1. Channeling level 2, which again is another entire 50 plus page manual that you'll get, is where we go into really advanced stuff. So I have these techniques that I've developed in channeling level 2, where I get you to meet your spirit guides on super, super advanced levels, like how to identify each one of them, how to know how they're here to help you. And it just makes a huge difference in your life, rather than just kind of like, oh, I think I know there's a guide there, but how do I know who they are, which one it is, how to utilize their services? I'll teach you that. I'll teach you how to get very specific, detailed, practical information from each one of your guides and what they're here, what area of your life they're here to help you with. Then I'll have you meet your soul family, which is such a beautiful exercise that I take my students through. And I also have you meet a totem animal. So you can actually connect with the totem animal. Yes, they are real. They're super cool, super wild. And then in the second half of level 2, channeling level 2, I teach you how to channel other people's spirit guides. So that's really fun. I teach you how to channel other people's loved ones. So like mediumship, really, really advanced techniques on that. And I make sure I teach you how very practical, useful techniques on how to make sure that channeling is safe, that you're working in the light, you're operating in the light. And if anything that is not of the light ever comes across your path, I'll actually walk you through very step-by-step procedures on how to actually take care of those things and how to make sure that you're always working in the light. So that's really cool and really important. Would you not agree? So that's level 2. And then level 3, oh, you ready for this? This is where we do super advanced techniques. This is some of the most advanced techniques that I've developed, where I will teach you what's called medical mediumship. And medical mediumship, there's a whole bunch of different components to it. And one of them is actually how to channel other people's lineage, like their ancestry, which is wild. And then I also teach you how to channel other people's past lives, because you need to know all that so that when you're doing medical mediumship, you can find the root cause of what's going on. And then on top of that, I have other techniques that I've developed, like direct scanning. So we'll practice that. And all my workshops are experiential. So it's not like you just sitting there and watching. You actually be experiencing it, participating in it. And then we bring it all together and we figure out how does like past lives and lineage and everything, all that stuff come together to get actual real practical results. So this is the first part of channeling level 3, my expert level. And then the second part, ooh, you're excited about this. I teach you how to channel celestial beings like stars, planets, moons, and we'll actually do this. And then I have you channel crystal divas and fairies and sprites and dragons and even angels and archangels. And it's just fantastic. Like it's so wild. It's where all the pieces of the puzzle from all channeling levels 1, 2, and 3 come together. And it's like all 3 levels, if you add them all together, it's by far probably one of the most comprehensive channeling trainings you can get anywhere. And then after that, I have my certification animal communication workshop where you will become a certified animal communicator, and that's really, really advanced levels. So my name is Ken Lewicki. If you have any questions at all, private message me. But the best place to start is either one of my intro classes or just jump right into my channeling level 1 certification program. And the reason why I suggest starting there is because that's a prerequisite for level 2, and then level 2 is a prerequisite for level 3, and they're all building blocks. So if you have any questions at all, just feel free to message me. My name is Ken Lewicki.